Another wildfire ignites in the Panhandle, this time just near the Scottsbluff-Banner County line. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, officials say firefighters from more than 20 departments in Nebraska and Wyoming were on the fire lines yesterday for the Cross Fire that broke out in the morning on the southern side of the Wildcat Hills along the Scottsbluff-Banner County line. Gering Fire Chief Nathan Flowers tells KNEB News, in addition to the ground crews working, the blaze is estimated at about 400 acres as of last night. 3 seaplanes with an air attack coordination aircraft were on hand, as well as a Nebraska Wildfire Incident Response Team to assist the 5 personnel to help with the logistical and support needs. Chief Flowers said a unified command had been established with the Gering, Lyman, and Banner County fire, with firefighting efforts concentrated on the east and west fronts, as well as ignition operations to eliminate fuel ahead of the blaze. Firefighter Ministry was also on hand to help with needs of firefighters on the line, as well as any residents that were impacted. There was no immediate word on whether any structures had been threatened or any related injuries. The blaze placed added pressure on area wildland firefighting resources as operations were still ongoing to mop up the 6,000-acre Hackberry fire in Banner and Morrill counties that started less than a week ago. Well, residents from in and around Kimball joined the City Council and County Board last night to hear a presentation on the plans by a Minnesota company for a horse track and casino resort development on the southeastern edge of town. While the Nielsen family that owns the land at the Highway 71 bypass and I-80 interchange would be the primary developer, they've partnered with Canterbury Park Holdings Corporation on the proposal, which would cost an estimated $50 to $60 million and include 240 hotel rooms that would be built in stages. Mike Montross with Canterbury told the crowd the company's board of directors was firm, requiring an initial meeting to present the plan and gauge public sentiment.
That is, I think, a very strong indication of our commitment to local. We didn't, they were adamant that we just not ask for a single signature somewhere or show up at the Racing Commission saying, hey, we're here. And then the city of Kimball say, you're here for what? It's important for us that it is a part of the community and it reflects the community.
If the project comes to fruition, the company anticipates creating about 200 new jobs with an annual payroll of around $10 million. Montross said company officials felt Kimball County was uniquely positioned to draw from Colorado, Wyoming, and interstate travelers, and the resort could serve as a launching point for bringing tourism into the area and points to the north. Well, coming after the break, Bill Boyer is in with your Thursday evening forecast. You'll love that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, you don't have to be like a tortoise and carry your home on your back. They have mortgage experts that can help you finance the home that's perfect for you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer looking for your next home or simply want to refinance the home you're in, the experienced lenders at Platte Valley Bank are there to help. Contact them at pvbank.com or call and visit with one of the mortgage experts to take advantage of great rates at Platte Valley Bank.
Dusty Tuckness. He's the GOAT, the greatest bullfighter of all time. Dusty can't just wing it. He trains, he prepares. He's real smart and real tough. At Renewal by Andersen, we honor people like Dusty Tuckness, good people who do great things. Renewal by Andersen is proud to sponsor Dusty Tuckness, the greatest of all time, the GOAT, who would never put up with any bull.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, continuing the same old here across the area through the evening hours as areas of smoke and haze continue across the area. Temps will fall down into the 60s and even the upper 50s as we get towards sunrise. Meanwhile, areas of smoke will continue. Temps are going to be cooler tomorrow as they pull back a little bit. An isolated storm can't be ruled out Friday, but better chances of storms look like they may be on the way next week. 98 yesterday, just missed a record high by 4 degrees after a morning low of 53. Still nothing in the rain gauge, and we're now near 2 inches below normal for the year. 80s on the central and eastern portions of the state, 90s in our area, 83 up in Laramie. As you zoom in a bit, you'll see 89 in Cheyenne. Otherwise, everybody else between 90 and 95 degrees, and winds pretty light this evening in the 5 to 10 miles an hour. Great night to head out to that night glow tonight at WNCC. Beautiful weather conditions out there for Old West Balloon Fest. Severe weather threat fairly significant, but well to our east. Nothing here anywhere close to the region, but certainly in the Great Lakes area, that area and vicinity has a pretty high risk of severe weather. Closer to home, though, it is quiet here on our weather front for today and for tomorrow. Now, as we go into the day on Friday, we could see some isolated thunderstorms, but it looks like any of those thunderstorms will not be severe. Futurecast for tonight, just a high-level cloud or two. That's about it. Otherwise, areas of smoke and haze continue. Low temperatures are going to fall down into the upper 50s to near 60 degrees for some of us. Then for tomorrow, same situation, partly cloudy skies out there, a few more clouds throughout the afternoon. Otherwise, just areas of smoke and haze. I think the thunderstorm chance is going to be pretty small again tomorrow before they start to increase a little bit on Friday afternoon and evening and into the weekend. High temperatures tomorrow are going to come back a bit from those 90 streets that we've been on. We'll be in the 80s for most of us, low to mid 80s, a few upper 80s out there as well, so certainly a little cooler than what we have been. Precip is going to be non-existent over the next 36 hours. Areas of smoke otherwise clear tonight, hazy, 60 for your low. Tomorrow, repeat, areas of smoke, especially in the morning. We may get some breaks in that in the afternoon. Otherwise, partly cloudy. We'll be into the upper 80s. Same situation on Friday, introducing a small chance of some showers and storms. And then, as you notice, Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, we have a better chance of showers and storms returning to the region. Highs will be in the 90s from Saturday through Tuesday, pulling back into the mid-80s for Wednesday.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gearing, call Allstate agent Michael Engelhop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
June 21st through June 27th is National Lightning Awareness Week. Make sure to protect your family and yourself from lightning. It's always a good idea to install lightning rods on homes and surge protectors in the home. Remember that lightning can strike many miles ahead of a storm front. Be aware of weather forecasts and watch for developing thunderstorms. So when thunder roars, head indoors. This message is brought to you by Chimney Rock Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
This is John. He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor. John runs with us. Nothing runs like a Deere. Get a 3 Series tractor with 0% APR for 72 months at your local John Deere dealer, 21st Century Equipment. For additional cost information, visit any one of our 16 locations in western Nebraska, eastern Colorado, or eastern Wyoming, or visit us online at 21stcenturyequipment.com. See dealer for details. Offer expires 10/30/2021.
Welcome back. The Nebraska State Patrol has released more information regarding the active shooter situation that led to a standoff and officer-involved shooting this week in Adams County. The patrol says 35-year-old Brooks Hacker got into a physical altercation with his girlfriend and fired shots in her direction as she fled the residence. Troopers established a perimeter around the home, and Hacker continued to fire rounds at troopers, and one officer was struck in the arm and suffered non-life-threatening injuries. About an hour later, officers deployed tear gas into the residence. Hacker fled the home with a gun, and a SWAT team member fired a single shot and killed Hacker. The trooper who discharged his weapon has been placed on administrative leave per department policy while the incident is investigated. Well, the number of virus cases and hospitalizations across Nebraska has steadily increased in recent weeks as the highly contagious Delta variant spreads, following the pattern of other states with relatively low vaccination rates. Nebraska said on Wednesday that 2,575 new virus cases in the past week, which is up from 1,976 the week prior and more than 10 times higher than the 253 cases the state was reporting in late June when officials lifted the last of Nebraska's remaining virus-related restrictions. State health officials say 17 people who are fully vaccinated against COVID-19 have died since January. And patients in western Nebraska will have increased access to advanced cancer care with an enhanced partnership between Regional West Health Services and UC Health. An expanded partnership between the two organizations will provide full-time medical oncology physicians from UC Health living in our area and practicing at Regional West. Regional West and UC Health currently have a similar model for the cardiology clinic in Scottsbluff. Regional West President and CEO John Mentgen says expansion of the relationship with UC Health for services will help ensure patients receive advanced, high-quality care with excellent outcomes. Well, coming up after the break, Chris Cottrell in with the latest from the sports desk. I love that. Right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Morrill County Community Hospital and the behavioral health providers are here to help. Amber Dean specializes in mental health care, which includes medication and therapy across a person's lifespan. Melody Lacey helps people deal with a wide range of behavioral problems, from depression and anxiety to child psychiatry. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska. Exceptional care right here at home.
It's that ducky time of year again. The 24th Annual United Way of Western Nebraska Rubber Duck Draw is Saturday, September 18th at the 18th Street Plaza in downtown Scottsbluff. Grand prize is a 2021 Toyota RAV4 from Team Auto Center. Second place, a 2021 Honda Pioneer 520 side-by-side from Sandberg Honda, plus 38 other exciting prizes. Adopt your duck today for just $10 at Team Auto Center, First State Bank, Main Street Market, the United Way office, or online this year at uwwn.org/duck.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say. Often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Time to tee things up for the update here today at the KNEB.TV Sports Desk. It is a big weekend of golf in town with the Platte Valley Pro-Am taking place at the Scottsbluff Country Club tomorrow through Sunday. Year 4 with Platte Valley Companies as the title sponsor. Year 30 overall for the event. Club Pro Max Hayden felt on the process to get everything ready for this big annual tournament.
We have two really big tournaments in the year. We have our Member Guest is one of our biggest, and then the Pro-Am is the biggest. And they're spaced out enough where once Member Guest is over, which is mid-June, it's pretty much full-blown getting ready for the Pro-Am. There's some prep work before, like getting some stuff ordered and some gifts and just making sure that we have enough time to get some things that need to be shipped in. But pretty much mid-June and on is Pro-Am is always in our head, and we try to do every decision we make is geared towards making sure that it's right for the Pro-Am.
The pros were arriving in town and taking a look at the course as early as yesterday. Practice rounds today for all the players, and then it's tourney time for the weekend.
Come Friday morning, 7 o'clock, it's pretty much non-stop golf until it gets dark. So Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday is just the pros. And the pros tee off, I think, around 8. We'll have the pros in the lead, or the pros close to the leaderboard. We'll tee off more closer to 10. And we encourage anybody that wants to come out and watch to certainly come follow them. There's some good golfers in the field.
7 of the top 9 finishers from last year's event are back to compete this weekend.
We got about a full field again. We got 49 teams of 4 and then 49 pros to match up with those teams. So about 250 golfers this week, and yeah, things are looking good. The course looks good. I think we're ready for a good show.
Again, pros only Sunday. Like Max said, the leader should tee things up around 10 or so in the morning Sunday, and he invites everybody out to watch some great golf. The club also will be hosting the Class B Girls State Tournament in the fall, and the boys come next spring. Speaking of high school sports, it's been a busy week of practice across the region. I've been able to get out to a few practices for Scotts Bluff teams throughout the week. And then tomorrow it's Gering High's Fall Sports Media Day. So looking forward to talking with coaches and some athletes on Saturday morning over at Gering High School. The WNCC volleyball team, they opened their season in 8 days in Council Bluffs, Iowa. Head coach Benny Canales on the turnaround from a spring season last year to now getting back to the full regular fall routine.
Yeah, it's quick. Finally got acclimated, and then we're starting up again, but it's fun. We had some good camps, and kids came in on the first, and we're getting going.
WNCC was back at the national tournament last year in West Plains, Missouri. In fact, they won a match at nationals last year. This season, they returned 6 players to the roster, and they add in 12 newcomers for this year's squad. That will do it for today. That's the latest from right here at the FNBO TV Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. Ryan back with more right after this on KNEB.TV.
New looks and new decor can be found at Compliments for You and Your Home. Check out the newest styles from Tribal, Charlie B, Ethel, and more. Compliments also has the shoes, purses, and jewelry for any occasion. Plus, right now, get 20% off all clearance apparel. While here, take a look at our solar lights and felt birdhouses. Finally, visit our newest addition, Katie Chandler and her salon. All this at Compliments for You and Your Home, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scotts Bluff.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
At Platte Valley Investment Center, we believe in personalized planning for your financial goals.
As your retirement income partners, our concern for your success, combined with resources from Raymond James, can help you make confident decisions for your financial future.
Our team of financial advisors will help you make your money work just as hard as you did to earn it. After all, our goal is to help you reach your financial goals.
Call me, Jody Rosiska, or Kevin Fig, Financial Advisors, to set up your free, no-obligation pre-retirement review.
And finally tonight, it was a sight you just had to see in person Wednesday night at Western Nebraska Community College. The Old West Balloon Fest's Night Glow ran from 6 to 9 on the northwest side of the Scottsbluff campus. Hundreds, if not a few thousand people showed up from Scottsbluff, Gering, Mitchell, and beyond to get up close and personal with approximately a dozen hot air balloons. Throughout the evening, the pilots pulled down to let a powerful burst of flames ignite their balloons, and by 8:30, it was just the balloons' glow illuminating the dark field and the night sky. Children also got the chance to meet the pilots, and a lucky handful of them also got their opportunity to try their hand to make the flames rocket upwards. Now, this morning's balloon launch was canceled due to high winds, but sunrise launches are planned for Friday and Saturday mornings at the Old Mitchell Airfield starting at 5:30 a.m. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.